Good morning, students. Today we will solve this problem. See the problem. Jeevan Dhara Limited invited applications for issuing 1,20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 2 per share. It means Jeevan Dhara Limited issued 1,20,000 shares of rupees 10 each at rupees 12 each. That is at 2 rupees premium. The amount was payable as follows. On application rupees 2 per share, on allotment rupees 5 per share including premium, means allotment money is rupees 3 plus 2 rupees premium, and on first and final call the balance, that is the remaining amount. So the first and final call money will be rupees 5. Okay, now let's read the next para. Applications for 1,50,000 shares were received. Means there is oversubscription. Shares were allotted to the applicants on pro rata basis. Pro rata allotment के लिए असं सांगितलेलं आहे आपल्याला. Excess money received on application was adjusted towards sums due on allotment. Excess money is adjusted with allotment. All calls were made. Manu, who had applied for 3,000 shares, failed to pay the amount due on allotment and first and final call. Madhur, who was allotted 2,400 shares, failed to pay the first and final call. So, two shareholders are defaulters. मनुनी अलॉटमेंट मनी आणि फर्स्ट अँड फायनल कॉल मनी भरलेला नाही आहे. मधुरनी फर्स्ट आणि फायनल कॉल मनी फक्त भरलेला नाही आहे. शेअर्स ऑफ बोथ मनु अँड मधुर वेर फॉरफिटेड. टोटल it means total 5,400 shares were forfeited. The forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 9 per share fully paid up. And these all forfeited shares, that is 3,000 of Manu, 2,400 of Madhur, that is total 5,400 shares were reissued at rupees 9 per share fully paid up, means they are reissued at discount. Understood? Pass necessary journal entries for the above transaction in the books of Jeevan Dhara Limited. So now we have to pass the journal entries in the books of Jeevan Dhara Limited. First we have to solve some working notes. So let's start. We have to pass journal entries here. We will prepare working notes on this paper. See, we have to prepare this type of table. We all know the columns. First column will be of shares applied. Second column will be shares allotted. Third column is of application money received. Fourth column is of application money due, that is the amount transferred to capital account. Next column is of excess application money received. Next column allotment money due. Next column amount adjusted on allotment rupees, and last column is of refund. Okay, so let's read the problem and fill these columns. They told us that the shares issued 1,20,000 and applications for 1,50,000 shares were received. So shares applied, that is applications received, were 1,50,000. Okay, 1,50,000. Shares allotted were rupees 1,20,000. That is issued shares were rupees 1,20,000. Now application money received. Application money received will be applications received 1,50,000 into application money is given rupees 2 per share. So it will be 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs. Okay, so application money total received by the company is rupees 3 lakhs. Now application money due rupees means the amount transferred to capital account will be of issued shares. So 1,20,000 shares into rupees 2, that is 2,40,000 out of 3 lakhs will be transferred to share capital account for application money due. Okay, 2,40,000. Now excess amount, the difference between application money received and application money transferred to capital account is 60,000. This is the excess money received by the company from the excess applications. Okay. Now allotment money due. Allotment money due will be on 1,20,000 shares. So 1,20,000 shares into the allotment money is rupees 5. So rupees 5. So the amount will be 6 lakhs. Out of this 6 lakhs, we will adjust 60,000, that is excess application money with allotment. So amount adjusted on allotment will be 60,000. And as no application is rejected on this problem, there will not be any refund. So refund is nil. Okay. So this is the calculation of the position what is done. Now they told us that Manu, who had applied for 3,000 shares, failed to pay the amount due on allotment. The shares applied 3,000 shares of Manu is given, but shares allotted is not given. So we have to calculate the shares allotted to Manu. Understood? And then allotment money not paid by Manu we have to calculate. So this is the second working note. Allotment money not paid by Manu. In first step we have to calculate the shares allotted to him. So calculation of shares allotted. Calculation of shares allotted to him. Shares applied where I will write here shares applied is given, that is 3,000 shares, and he has not paid the allotment and final call money on these 3,000 shares. Okay, so amount not paid we have to calculate. So we have to calculate the shares allotted to him. The formula, you know the formula, shares allotted is equal to total shares issued, that is 1,20,000, divided by total applications received, that is 1,50,000, into the shares applied by Manu, that is 3,000. Okay, 1,20,000 हे टोटल शेअर्स इश्यू आहेत, 1,50,000 हे ॲप्लिकेशन्स आलेले आहेत आणि 3,000 हे त्याचे ॲप्लिकेशन्स आले होते, त्यांनी किती शेअर्ससाठी ॲप्लिकेशन केलं होतं ते आहे. सो आपण आता कॅल्क्युलेशन करूया. अँड सो द आन्सर विल बी 2,400 शेअर्स. 2,400 shares means Manu has applied for 2,400. Manu has allotted, the company has allotted 2,400 shares to Manu. He has applied for 3,000 shares, but company allotted 2,400 shares to him because pro rata allotment is done. Okay, so these are the shares allotted to him. Now step second will be the calculation of allotment money not paid by Manu. Okay, so that is calls in arrears of Manu. Calls in arrears. That is amount not paid by Manu. We have to calculate. Here amount due on allotment will be, त्याचे अमाऊंट ड्यू ऑन अलॉटमेंट किती असणार आहेत, त्याला शेअर्स जे अलॉट केलेले आहेत ते 2,400 शेअर्स इंटू द अलॉटमेंट मनी ₹5 एवढी अमाऊंट त्याची ड्यू असणार आहे 12,000. ओके, नाव लेस excess money adjusted. Okay, he has applied for 3,000 shares and they have allotted him 2,400 shares only. So amount on the differential shares, that is 600 shares, will be extra with the company. So 600 shares into application money 2, this much amount, that is 1200 amount, will be already adjusted with allotment of him because he has given it excess at the time of application. So 10,800 will be the amount not paid, that is calls in arrears. अंडरस्टूड. म्हणजे मनूनी 10,800 रुपये शेअर्सवरचे भरलेले नाही आहेत असा त्याचा अर्थ होतो. नाव हे सगळं कॅल्क्युलेशन झालं आहे. दिस इज द फर्स्ट वर्किंग नोट, दिस इज द सेकंड वर्किंग नोट. थर्ड वर्किंग नोट करण्याची गरज नाही आहे, पण तरीसुद्धा मी तुम्हाला तिसरी वर्किंग नोट दाखवते. कॉल्स इन ॲरियर्स ऑफ फायनल कॉल. ॲक्च्युली हे आपल्याला तोंडीही काढता येईल, पण तुम्हाला नीट करण्यासाठी मी हे करून दाखवते. कॉल्स इन ॲरियर्स इन फायनल कॉल. बरोबर आहे. आता पहिला आहे मनू. दे टोल्ड अस दॅट मनू ऑल्सो नॉट पेड द अमाऊंट ऑन फर्स्ट अँड फायनल कॉल. वी हॅव अलॉटेड हिम 2,400 शेअर्स. अंडरस्टूड. 2,400 शेअर्स into 5 rupees call money is equal to 12,000. Manu has not paid 12,000 rupees. Again the another shareholder, that is Madhur. The company has allotted 2,400 shares to Madhur. It is given in the problem. So Madhur's shares are also 2,400 shares and he has not paid 5 rupees call money on these shares, that is rupees 12,000. So at the time of final call, the calls in arrears will be 24,000. Understood? Calls in arrears will be 24,000. In this way we can calculate calls in arrears in final call. ॲरियर्स इन फायनल कॉल करण्याच्या वेळेला आपल्याला पुन्हा शेअर्स बिअर्स काढण्याची गरज नाही आहे, कारण मनूचे शेअर्स आपल्याला ऑलरेडी कळलेत. अलॉटेड शेअर्स, मधुरचे अलॉटेड शेअर्स प्रॉब्लेममध्ये त्यांनी दिलेलेच आहेत. अंडरस्टूड. सो दिस इज द वर्किंग नोट अँड फ्रॉम दिस वर्किंग नोट वी विल पास द जर्नल एंट्रीज अँड राईट द अमाऊंट ऑफ एंट्रीज. अंडरस्टूड. सो लेट स्टार्ट नाउ. वी विल पास द जर्नल एंट्रीज नाउ ऑफ दिस प्रॉब्लेम. फर्स्ट एंट्री. First entry will be of application money received, that is bank account debit to equity share application account. So bank account debit to equity share application account, and the narration is application money received नुसतं असंही लिहू शकता किंवा ॲप्लिकेशन मनी रिसिव्ड ऑन 1,50,000 शेअर्स असंही लिहू शकता. 1,50,000 शेअर्सवरचे ॲप्लिकेशन मनी रिसिव्ह झालेलं असणार आहे. सो 1,50,000 इंटू 2, दॅट इज 3 lakhs. वर्किंग नोट बघा. आपण 1,50,000 गुणिले 2, 3 लाख ऑलरेडी ॲप्लिकेशन मनी रिसिव्ड काढलेलं आहे. ओके. सो ॲप्लिकेशन मनी रिसिव्ड इज 3 lakhs. This is the first entry. Now the second entry. Now the entry of application money adjusted. So share application account debit to equity share capital account to equity share allotment account. No refund is there, so to bank account will not be there. So equity share application account debit ₹3 lakhs to equity share capital account to equity share allotment account. This will be the entry. See here, out of This is 3 lakhs. 2 lakhs 40,000 will be transferred to capital account, and 60,000 will be the excess application money received, which will be adjusted towards allotment. Okay. So amount is equity share capital account 2 lakhs 40,000 and amount transferred to allotment account 60,000. Narration: application money adjusted. Now the third entry. Third entry will be of allotment money due, and in allotment money there is also security premium. So entry will be equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account to security premium reserve account. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account to security premium reserve account. Okay. Narration will be allotment money due on 1,20,000 shares, because only 1,20,000 shares were allotted. So total allotment money due, here we have calculated that 1,20,000 into 5, that is 6 lakhs. From that amount, capital amount will be 1,20,000 into original amount 3, so it is 3,60,000, and premium amount will be 1,20,000 shares into 2 rupees premium, that is 2,40,000. Understood? Rupees 3 and rupees 2 is premium. So this will be the entry of allotment money due. Now the entry of allotment money received. So there are arrears in allotment money. We have calculated that Manu has not paid the allotment money, that is 10,800, because his sum amount is already adjusted. So entry will be bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit, to equity share allotment account. To equity share allotment account. Now the amount. Arrears amount will be 10,800. Okay. Total amount receivable will be 5,40,000, because from 6 lakhs we have already received 60,000. So remaining amount is receivable 5,40,000. Out of that amount, 10,800 is calls in arrears. So they have received actually 5,29,200. 6 लाख अलॉटमेंट मनी ड्यू होता, त्याच्यापैकी 60,000 रुपये ऑलरेडी ॲडजस्ट करून झालेले आहेत. सो 5,40,000 रिसिवेबल होते, त्यापैकी 10,800 आर ॲरियर्स ऑफ मनू. सो द company has received in bank 5,29,200 only. Okay. So the narration will be allotment money received except on 2,400 shares of Manu. This will be the narration of this transaction. Now the fifth entry. Fifth entry will be of call money due. Okay. And the call money due entry will be share first and final call account debit to equity share capital account. Equity share first and final call account debit to equity share capital account. Okay. And the amount will be 1,20,000 shares into the balance, that is rupees 5, So the amount due on first and final call will be again 6 lakhs. Okay, this is the fifth entry of first and final call money due. Now we will pass sixth entry, that is of first and final call money received. Okay, from rupees 6 lakhs we have calculated that Manu has not paid 12,000, Madhur has not paid 12,000, so 24,000 is calls in arrears. Okay, so the entry will be, see the entry, bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit to equity share first and final call account. Bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit to share first, to equity share first and final call account. This will be the entry. The arrears are 24,000 from the total amount 6 lakhs. So they have received only rupees 5,76,000 into the bank regarding first and final call. Okay, so narration will be first and final call money received on except on 4,800 shares, 2,400 shares of Manu and 2,400 shares of Madhur. Total 4,800 शेअर्सवरचा फर्स्ट अँड फायनल कॉल मनी दॅट इज 24,000 हा ॲरियर्समध्ये आहे, तो रिसीव्ह झाला नाही. ओके, नाव दे टोल्ड अस दॅट आफ्टर कॉलिंग फर्स्ट अँड फायनल कॉल they have forfeited both the shares of all the shares of Manu and Madhur. That is, they have forfeited 4,800 shares. Understood? So now we will pass the entry of forfeiture. We all know the entry of forfeiture. Here, equity share capital account will be debited. Security premium reserve account will be debited because Manu has not paid rupees 2 premium on allotment also. So security premium reserve account will also be debited. So let's pass the entry first. Equity share capital account debit. Here we will debit number of shares forfeited into called up amount excluding premium. Premium शिवायची called up amount means face value. So 4,800 into 10, that is 48,000. Okay. Then security premium reserve account debit. Here only Manu has not paid the security premium. Madhur has paid the allotment money, so he has paid the security premium reserve. So only Manu has not paid the security premium reserve. So 2,400 into 2 rupees premium. This amount will be debited to security premium reserve account. Understood? To forfeited shares account. Here the amount already paid by the shareholders will be written here. So now how to calculate the forfeited shares amount. See here, मी इथेच तुम्हाला वर्किंग दाखवते. आधी ही एंट्री पूर्ण करते. टू कॉल्स इन ॲरियर्स अकाउंट. ओके, फॉर्फिटेड शेअरची अमाऊंट बघा कशी येईल ती इथे दाखवते. अमाऊंट ऑफ forfeited shares account. अमाऊंट ऑफ फॉर्फिटेड शेअर्स अकाउंट. बोर्ड असेल समोर तर बोर्डवर हे पटापट कॅल्क्युलेट करून दाखवता येतं. अमाऊंट ऑफ फॉर्फिटेड शेअर्स अकाउंट. पहिल्यांदा मनू. ओके, मनूनी अलॉटमेंट मनी भरलेला नाही आहे. ओके, सो 2,400 शेअर्स इंटू 3 plus 2, that is 5 rupees, so it will be 12,000. मधुर द कंपनी हॅज अलॉटेड 2,400 शेअर्स टू मधुर असं दिलं आहे, बरोबर आहे. त्याला 2,400 शेअर्स दिलेत, म्हणजे त्यांनी सुद्धा 3,000 शेअर्ससाठी ॲप्लिकेशन केलेलं असणार आहे ऑब्व्हियसली, कारण मनूच्या बाबतीमध्ये आपल्याला माहिती आहे त्याने अप्लायड फॉर शेअर्स 3,000 होतं. द कंपनी हॅज अलॉटेड 2,400 शेअर्स असं आपण इथे काढलेलं आहे, बरोबर आहे. ओके, म्हणजेच जर मधुरलाही 2,400 शेअर्स अलॉट केलेले असतील तर त्याचंही अप्लाइड शेअर्स 3,000 असणार आहेत. इट इज ऑब्वियस, समजते सगळ्यांना. सो मधुरनी 3,000 शेअर्सवरचे पैसे भरलेले असणार आहेत. सो मधुरनी 3,000 शेअर्सवरचा ॲप्लिकेशन मनी भरलेला असणार आहे, कळतंय. अलॉटमेंट मनी पण भरलेला असणार आहे. अशा तऱ्हेने त्यांनी 6,000 रुपीज भरलेले असणार आहेत टोटल ॲप्लिकेशन मनीवरचे. तुम्हाला कळतंय का काय सांगते मी ते. सो मनू आणि मधुर यांचे मिळून 12,000 अधिक 6,000 18,000 एवढे पैसे कंपनी फॉरफिट करणार आहे. ओके, सो 18,000. सॉरी, मी नावं चुकीची लिहिली आहेत. इथे मधुर पाहिजे आणि इथे मनू पाहिजे. ओके, माय मिस्टेक. कोणी कोणता कॉल भरला नाही आहे याच्यात थोडं माझं कन्फ्युजन झालं. मधुरनी टोटल ॲप्लिकेशन मनी 2 रुपये आणि अलॉटमेंट मनी 3 रुपये एक्सक्लुडिंग प्रीमियम, इथे मी लिहिते 2 अधिक 3, टोटल 5 रुपये 2,400 शेअर्सवरचा भरलेला नाही आहे. त्यालाही 3,000 शेअर्स अलॉट केले होते, पण हे 3,000 शेअर्सवरचे त्याचे अमाऊंट अलॉटमेंट बरोबर ॲडजस्ट झालेली असणार आहे. त्याने अलॉटमेंट मनी भरलेला आहे, त्यामुळे त्यांनी ते सगळे भरलेले आहेत, म्हणजे 12,000 रुपये. मनूनी मात्र त्याच्या ॲप्लिकेशन मनी भरला होता. त्याने ॲप्लिकेशन 3,000 शेअर्ससाठी केला होता. 3,000 गुणिले 2 असे 6,000 त्यांनी ॲप्लिकेशन मनी भरलेला असणार आहे. ओके, ते त्याचे सगळे पैसे फॉरफिट होतील. असे टोटल 18,000 रुपये फॉरफिट होतील. ओके, ही मिस्टेक प्लीज दुरुस्त करा. माझी मिस्टेक आहे, चुकून मनू आणि मधुरमध्ये माझं कन्फ्युजन झालं होतं, त्यामुळे प्रॉब्लेम नीट वाचला पाहिजे. बघा, माझंही कन्फ्युजन होऊ शकतं. सो रीडिंग द प्रॉब्लेम प्रॉपरली इज व्हेरी नेसेसरी. ओके, now 18,000 amount is forfeited, that is already paid by the shareholders, and the remaining amount, that is 34,800, will be in calls in arrears. 34,800 कशी आली आहे बघा, तर 6व्या एंट्रीमध्ये 24,000 रुपये अनपेड आहेत, दॅट इज ॲरियर्स आहेत. आणि या एंट्रीमध्ये मनूचे, हो फर्स्ट मनू आहे, आता काही मिस्टेक करत नाही, मनूचे 10,800 रुपये अनपेड आहेत. सो टोटल अमाऊंट 10,800 plus 24,000, that is 34,800. 34,800. Okay, so narration being 4,800 shares forfeited. Now the entry of reissue, second last entry. Okay, they told us that the forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 9 per share, fully paid up. At rupees 9 means they have given 1 rupee discount on face value. Okay, so bank account debit, forfeited shares account debit, to equity share capital account. अंडरस्टूड. बँक अकाउंट डेबिटमध्ये जमा होतील 4,800 इंटू रुपीज 9, दॅट इज 43,200. ओके, फॉरफिटेड शेअर्स अकाउंटमधून घ्यावा लागेल 1 रुपया पर शेअर, दॅट इज 4,800 इंटू 1, सो इट विल बी 4,800. आणि टोटल अमाऊंट शेअर कॅपिटलला जमा होईल 48,000. सो नॅरेशन विल बी shares reissued at rupees 9 per share, fully paid up. Okay, this will be the narration. And now the last entry, that is of capital reserve. So the entry will be forfeited shares account debit to capital reserve account gain in reissue transferred to capital reserve. Okay. Now, which amount to be transferred? Here, we have to transfer the differential amount. Here, forfeited shares account is credited by rupees 18,000. म्हणजे साध्या मराठीत सांगायला गेलं तर फॉर्फिटेड शेअर्स अकाउंटमध्ये 18,000 आहेत. फ्रॉम दॅट अमाऊंट वी हॅव यूज्ड टू गिव्ह डिस्काउंट रुपीज 4,800. सो 18,000 minus 4,800. This will be the amount, that is 13,200. Total 18,000. Okay. So this will be the entry of the capital gain transferred to capital reserve account. Understood? So solve the problem properly. Correct this mistake of the names of the shareholders and calculate this total amount. If there is any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay. That's all for today.